Hey, how's it going, everybody out there? It's Venomousfatman here, the epic one. I got a brand new verdict video for all of you guys out there, and right now I'm talking about The Hunger Games. So, pretty much anybody that's seen this movie already, all they had to say was, wow. This movie is amazing. This movie is awesome. This movie is great. You guys need to see The Hunger Games. I'm going to get into why in just a second. So, the story of The Hunger Games pretty much is about a girl named Cadmus. Okay, she lives in her own district called District 12. It's kind of like a little isolated area. There's about 12 different isolated areas in this mass populace or whatnot. What happened was there was some sort of great rebellion or war or fighting that went down, and in it kind of, to kind of remind them what happens or what went down, in their past and, kind of celebrate all the outcomes from it. They actually had this contest called the Hunger Games in which two people, a boy and a girl from each district, are actually offered as tribute to partake in this brutal kind of arena combat that pretty much it's the last person standing, and whoever ends up winning the actual contest gets to live and, indulge themselves in different riches or whatnot in the actual main kind of, if you want to say the main populace or the actual, capital of the actual city or whatnot. But anyway, without getting too much into the story, because there's a lot of stuff that goes down. Pretty much Cadmus is the ghost. She actually volunteers to be offered as tribute in order to save her sister from actually being chosen as, one of the people that are going to be offered and partake in this. So she actually goes along with another boy that's from her district. They go and they actually partake into the games. They get trained, in different deadly arts. She actually knows how to work a bow. She actually is a good type of hunter, and pretty much her her other person that's with her from the district is has great strength and has good camouflaging skills. And each of the two people from all the 12 different districts have some sort of specialty in some sort of combat or whatnot, and they're thrown together and they actually have to duke it out to the death. So anyway, I know that's a lot to swallow. Again, there's so much things that go on in the story, so many things to keep track of, but trust me when I tell you, from the very get-go of this movie to the very end, you are engrossed in what's happening. You are caring about what's going on with the story, what Cadmus is up to, and what she actually comes into contact with. Anything that happens to her or the other characters that are part of the actual story, you care about what's going on. It's really that good. Now, a cool thing I have to actually mention, there's two major stars in here that I noticed. There's a bunch of other stars, throughout the entire movie, but two major stars, you got Lenny Kravitz and Woody Harrelson that actually have significant parts in the movie. Before I actually saw this movie, I kept hearing word that they were actually going to be in it, doing some sort of supporting role or whatnot, and I thought maybe it wasn't going to be handled too well, that they were just going to be there and it just kind of whiz away or whatnot. But for the short time that they are there, they actually have some sort of significance to the plot. There's some major stuff that goes on that they're involved with, and it was really nice to see that it was handled that way. It wasn't kind of just shoehorned in there. Another thing I should mention, I actually got a chance to talk to some people that were actually big fans of the books, that they've read all 3 books, because there's 3 books in this series. The stuff in the first book, which is called The Hunger Games, all that stuff that happens in the book for the most part ends up being into the movie for pretty much anything that you could think of is in there. They handled it very, very well. They made sure that they got everything of significance from the source material and put it into the movie, and then they added some extra stuff. This extra stuff that they added, I'm not going to get into specifically to what exactly, but the stuff that they did add was to make the overall effect and the emotion of what's going on in particular scenes, kind of enhanced for the most part. It's really, really well done. It wasn't anything where they kind of just threw something in there just for the sake of, time extension or to make it more interesting or whatnot. No, there's actual significant impact in the events that happen. When people die, you care that people die. It's something that, I remember one of the characters that ended up dying. I'm not going to mention who, but one of the characters that did end up dying in some part of the movie, everybody in the theater, it was kind of like getting punched in the gut. Everybody felt something. It was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. And it's very rare and very hard that a lot of movies do that these days. So it's really, really cool to see that. So, overall, what do I think of The Hunger Games? Pretty much, it's straightforward right now. This is probably going to be my best movie of 2012 right now. Better than John Carter. I thought John Carter was going to be kind of like my underdog for this year as how good that movie was actually. But this one totally blows it out the water. I'm telling you guys right now, as of the taping this video, Prometheus and The Dark Knight Rises hasn't come out yet. If those movies do not wow me by the time I actually see them, within the next couple of months, this year belongs to The Hunger Games. It's just, there's no contest right now. There's no other good movie coming out that's going to compete with how well that this movie was made. So I think it was awesome. I cannot wait to check out part 2 and part 3 when they're finally made, because it's definite right now at this point they're going to make a part 2 and they're going to make a part 3, to kind of complete the whole trilogy of books, on the big screen. So I can't wait, and you guys definitely are in for a big, big treat. So Go check out The Hunger Games. It is awesome. It is amazing. And pretty much, there you go. Well, that's my opinion, guys. Leave your comments and video responses. I don't mind. Just keep it civil. Let me know what you guys think of The Hunger Games. If you've read the books and you've seen the movie, talk about it in the comment section below. If you haven't seen the movie and you checked this, not seen the movie, but if you haven't read the books and checked out the movie, talk about it in the comment sections below. And I will talk to you guys again soon. So, I'm VFM, the Epic One. This has been your brand new verdict of The Hunger Games. You guys have to go see this movie. It's just that good. I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace out. Stay epic, everybody.